Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I'll be talking about Sigil Magic. Sigil Magic is a very simple and easy form of magic, and it is considered a form of chaos magic because the results can be a little bit chaotic sometimes, speaking from personal experience. Now, there are a lot of videos out there about Sigil Magic on YouTube, but what I see is a lot of magicians trying Sigil Magic and it doesn't really work for them because what they do is they make the desire very specific, which most of the time is a great thing with Sigil Magic, because if you make it super specific and it actually works, then you know it was a sigil, and then you know it's the Sigil Magic, you know what I mean? But what I'm going to be talking about in this video is how to make it manifest easier. Because Sigil Magic, or magic in general, works through the path of least resistance. Meaning, if I stated a desire such as, I will meet a Pisces girl with blue hair and a tattoo of a pentagram on her left arm and a tattoo of a moon on her lower back. That is a very specific desire, is it not? And then that will take a while to manifest because the probability is kind of anything could happen. Magic could make anything happen, but the way to manifest such desires and such results easier is to narrow down the desire. Instead of making it super specific, make it sort of specific. Say something like, I will meet a Pisces girl with blue hair. Or to even make the probability higher and to open the doors for, open the doors to make it flow easier, would be a desire such as, I will meet a Pisces girl. That just opens up every avenue, and it's very easy because there are a lot of Pisces girls out there. You're not being super specific, you know what I mean? So it'll manifest really quickly. So I'm not really going to talk about too much in depth or anything, but just show you guys how it's done. Just the best way to make sigils is just make a whole bunch of them at once and just kind of forget about them. Or another cool thing to do is make a whole bunch of sigils and give them to another person and tell them, charge this for me, because they don't know what it's about. They don't know what the desire is, so they're not going to be focusing on it, and they could energize it and you could project it, burn it, whatever, and it'll work. But like I said, you can make a whole bunch of sigils, forget about them, and then launch them at a later time or whatever. So simply put, I kind of did this already, but here's what you do. You write here your desire. I will meet a Pisces girl. Something as simple as that. Then you take out all the vowels, which is I, A, E, etc. And then you take out the repeating letters. So you won't use the I and all that stuff in the sigil because it is a vowel, and it's easier to eliminate things because the main thing with sigils is that it is a glyph. It is taking your physical desire, words. It is taking words and turning them into a symbol, so it could hack into your mind easier. And it is no longer a string of words, because words kind of take longer to manifest. Whereas sigils are used everywhere. Like Grant Morrison said that the McDonald's M is a sigil. Coca-Cola, that's a sigil. The Nike things, all these symbols are sigilized in one way or another. So what you do, state your desire, then you end up with a string of letters, which would be like, W, whatever, all the letters that remain after you eliminate the vowels. And then you would take the W, since that's not a vowel, you would include that in your sigil, and then the next letter L, and then you repeat every repeating letter. So if you have two L's, you're not going to use two L's in your sigil. You use one, cancel it out, boom, write it down, cancel it out everywhere else, and that's it. So you end up with a string of letters, as you see here. Boom, right there. So your desire is now a string of letters. You narrowed it down. And then later, you take those letters and make a random sigil out of it. Make it kind of look magical. You could try this over and over again, and as you're making the sigil, kind of implement your desire into it while making it. And you can make it as pretty as you want or as simple as you want, whatever. Here I have a basic sigil made out of the letters right here. And you can make it a little bit better, meaning, I'm going to do that right now really quick to show you guys what I mean. So you could do something like, it could be completely different from your initial sigil. So it could be something like, bear with me here for a second. See, I just kind of made a different sigil of that. That kind of looks a little bit more narrowed down and a little bit more magical, so to speak. So there it is. And you could throw in random symbols in there too. Whatever you really feel like, you know, you could add a pentagram in there somewhere. So whichever one you want, invoking a fire or something, and then you link that to the sigil or something like that. Something like that, you know. Use your imagination, use your creativity. And then once you finally say, yeah, that's what I want. That feels right. That's your sigil. That would be the sigil. Like I said, you don't have to add any random symbols. You could just do letters, but I'm just saying, whatever you want to use to empower it. There's your sigil. What do you do now? Charge it. You could place your blood upon it, you can meditate upon it, you could stare at it, you can stare at it upon orgasm, which is a very powerful way to charge it. And then what I like to do is just use whatever means I can to just charge it, and once it's charged, I kind of put it aside and forget about it. I know it's already charged, but I still remember what the sigil is about, so I just throw it somewhere randomly with all my other sigils, and then sometimes I just flip through them and I'm like, okay, I'll launch this one today. Boom, launch it, and then you don't know what it's about, because that's the main focus behind it. You launch it, you burn it, or throw it in a river, throw it to the wind, get it out of your kind of, make it implemented into your mind, into your subconscious mind, but then destroy it so you forget completely what it is. And that will work through subconsciously in your mind manifesting that desire through symbols, through dreams, stuff like that, or just launching it out into the universe and letting it take care of it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's as simple as that. Try to make the doors of magic more open. Like I said, if I really wanted to, I could specify, I will meet a Pisces girl with blue hair and tattoos here and there, and a dimple on her like chin or something, or with blue eyes, and or you can make it as specific as you want, but like I said, it'll take longer to manifest. Meaning I could do something like, I will meet a Pisces girl with one, her left eye is green, her right eye is blue, her hair is purple, and she has a tattoo of Sphinx on her belly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You can make it as specific as you want, but what's the probability of you actually having that manifestation? It'll take a lot longer. See what I'm saying? How readily available are Pisces girl with those features? You know what I mean? It could happen. It could manifest. It could definitely work, but it'll take a lot longer than just specifying, I will meet a Pisces girl, or doing something as specific as, I will meet a Pisces girl with blue hair, or I will meet a Pisces girl with a British accent, or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's as simple as that. Launch it, burn it, you're done. That's how sigil magic is done. Forget about it, move on with your life, and one day, all magic manifests sort of through coincidence. You're walking, minding your own business. You're in a store somewhere. The cashier could be a girl with blue hair. And then you're like, wait a minute, I remember something about this. I remember blue hair from somewhere, whatever. And then you're like, oh, the sigil. And then you ask her, you know, this may be a little bit weird, but you have to kind of go through with it. Once you stumble upon that, use the method of narrowing down, because she could be a girl with blue hair, but it doesn't mean she's a Pisces. So make sure that it's your sigil, you know. So be like, excuse me, but you know, I just wanted to know, what is your zodiac sign or something like that. Don't ask birthday. And it's like, if they say Pisces, then you know, oh, you know, it's the sigil. It's definitely the sigil. And that's how it is. And it could be as random as anything. Very strange how this stuff works. Personal experiences with sigil magic. I made a sigil stating the intent of something. I don't remember the specific intent of the sigil, because you're supposed to forget the intent, but it kind of dawns upon you when the thing happens. I said something along the lines of, I will meet a goth girl with an Egyptian tattoo. Egyptian occult symbolism, right? And then I launched it, completely forgot about it, and then one day I had a dream of a girl with an Ankh tattoo, right? I wake up, I'm like, ah, shit, what the hell? Weird dream, whatever, right? Go to my local kind of corner store, and guess what? I see a girl at the cash register. She kind of looks goth, like she has kind of goth makeup on, has the whole, like, you know, the whole bracelet made out of leather and like the spiky things and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of weird, but you know, it's no big deal really. But then I ask her for something and I point at something, and then she turns around and she had her hair in a ponytail like so, and I saw in the back of her neck she had an Ankh tattoo, which is an Egyptian occult symbol. I'm like, oh Egyptian occult symbol. What is oh, my sigil. This must be my sigil, you know. And then I just talked to her, conversed with her, and we kind of became, you know, friends, so to speak. I was like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. I didn't say, hey, I did a sigil to meet you, whatever. But I'm like, oh, that's a nice tattoo, whatever, blah 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 blah. We became friends. She started giving me free stuff and all that stuff, and you know, it could progress in whatever way you want. Meaning, if you want a lusty thing, you could put like, I will meet a goth girl that I will meet a goth girl that'll date me, or I will meet a goth girl that'll give me give me a blowjob or something. Right? And obviously, you don't just be like, oh yeah, you're the goth girl that I made a sigil about, and you're supposed to give me a blow. No, the see the coincidence, the magic flows. Oh, she's a goth girl. She has an Ankh tattoo. So you just kind of take it from there. The universe gave you what you wanted. You have to make sure you put in the extra effort. Meaning, talk to her, become friends with her, and eventually you'll get what you want. You know what I mean? So don't expect things to manifest quickly. Like, don't expect to just bump into a goth girl that'll just unzip your pants and start, you know, going at it. You know, that would be. It's a possibility. It definitely is a possibility. But that would. It depends on the place of manifestation too. You could go to a club and there could be a drunken female there, and that could be how the sigil manifests. You know what I mean? So launch the sigil, forget about it, but also be on guard. Your dreams and all this stuff. Simple as that. All right, guys. That's all I could kind of add to that. There's plenty of other videos on this on YouTube, so just check those out too. But I just wanted to elaborate on this to make it work a little bit easier, especially if you're a beginner, you know, because you don't want to do something too specific immediately, because it'll take, like I said, it'll take a while to manifest. Not necessarily always, but you know, and that'll discourage you because you're like, oh, I launched a sigil, I forgot about it, whatever, and then, you know, it might manifest a year from now or something like that, and then you're like, oh shit, it was the sigil. You know what I mean? That's when it'll dawn upon. But if you do something, like I said, as specific as just, I will meet a Pisces girl, there's billions of Pisces girls out there, so it's easier chance of happening. And yes, a lot of people could say that's coincidence, but you met a Pisces girl. Whether it's your sigil or not, who gives a flying fuck? It happened. Rejoice and be happy. Do not question it too much. Be grateful, be happy. But it's as simple as that. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.